Author note. Chapter polishing. Izuku. We're coming Uraraka. As we continued to follow Hitachi, I couldn't help but think what had happened earlier. I was so concerned about Uraraka, my emotions raged though. I had no control over one, for all it sort of did its own thing. What was that black stuff going out of me? I wonder if all might ever experience this. I don't have time to deal with this right now. I put everyone in danger. Again, I hate when I feel like I've failed to protect them. Like, I'm not good enough. But, I have to be, they all have my back. Pushing me forward and cheering me on. I gotta keep it together and focus on what's happening now. We finally reached the gates of the headquarters. Which is not at all what I pictured. A clear glass rise-up building with about 30-something floors. Written in gold lettering, Hitachi Yanagi Quarters. We take the elevator up to the 20th floor. In that moment I knew something was off. The same feeling I had at the beach came back, making me feel uneasy about this whole situation. It was an old abandoned office. The windows were boarded up and the lights were dim. You can barely see them. Before me I couldn't believe my eyes as Uraraka. She was tied up and knocked unconscious on the floor. Next to her, smirking, a woman that had red-orange curly hair. We were bait all along for this villain's plan. Without even realizing it, I fell for it. I'm the reason we're in this situation. So I'm the one who needs to get us out. I powered up one for all, staying on guard. Great job, Posey. They never saw it coming. He praised the woman, applauding, his hands together. We've been played like strings of a violin. I know this island was too good to be true. We were wrong, guys. Stay on guard. We have a fight. I'm cut off by a loud sound rising from the bottom. I turned around and see this electric glass, covering the entrance with all my classmates. We were on opposite sides. The glass separating us from each other. They've done this on purpose to keep up from working together. If that's how, it'll be fine. I needed a plan, and fast. What can I do? What's the best strategy? Why? Why are you doing this, Hitachi? What do you even want? Hitachi's attention was brought back to me. He hit his hand on my side, making me slip. His fury red eyes filled with hate. What do I want? Power, revenge. Payback for what happened 21 years ago. Hitachi's past. Hitachi Yanagi was a rich businessman who married a lovely wife named Aki. She had dark brown eyes and hair that went up to her waist. She was brown-haired. The couple worked together in an office called Yansgi's Agency, where they even interned young heroes as well. They eventually had a little baby named Haruto. Everything was fine and nothing, it was like nothing could ever get in the way. One night, as they were getting ready to go home, there was this huge fire. Hitachi himself thought he was going to die that night. But it wasn't him. The firefighters were burning out the fire. Story continues below. We need help. The fire is decreasing, and that's a good thing. But we can't reach the people inside. Roger that. Back up. We need backup. 2 firefighters called out. There is no need. I promise you, I will save whoever I can. The 2 men turn around. They see the sticky blonde symbol of peace, All Might, standing right of them. Both of them continue with their jobs. In less than 5 minutes he came back, with more than 100 people in his arms and back. Hitachi runs up to see if his wife is one of them. She wasn't there. My wife was in there. Why didn't you save her? You're the number one hero, goddamn. He cries out. I'm sorry for your loss. But there were a lot of lives on the line tonight. I did what I could. Angry Hitachi punches the masculine hero. As he falls to the ground, All Might gives him a hand as he coldly pushes it away. The man goes up closely to the hero's face, threatening him. Screw you, All Might. Screw all you heroes. You remember this moment, 'cause one of these days I will have my revenge. Later that night, once the fire was out, Hitachi went back to the now burnt-up building. He goes inside to find his wife's lifeless body on the floor. In that moment everything was gone, his sanity and his humanity. A few years later, Hitachi remolded his office, but it was no longer what it was. This would now be his hideout for his ambiguous evil plans. There was a knock on the door. Hardo, just open it. Dad, there is someone here that could help us with this whole taking down All Might thing. Hitachi furiously threw a pocket knife on the boy's left eye. Jesus, you are desperate today, are you? It didn't work last time. So why should I trust your ass now? Haruto looked down disappointed. Just try this one. She's really good. Just try this one. She's really good. The women came in with a black cloak hood on. Hitachi Yanagi. I might have some news for you. You want to take down the symbol of peace, right? Well, I have just the news. He's weak and word has it he's found a successor at UA High School. Put me on your team of criminals and I'll tell you more. The women offered, clinking her red ruby nails on the table. This made Hitachi smirked and nod. Done. You'll be my new assistant. What is your name? Posey. Unless you rather call me something else. They both chuckled and shook hands. Present. Hitachi looked like he was lost in thought. Now would be a good time for me to make my move. One for all 10% Air Force. I throw out my left arm and bend my middle finger. Breaking through the glass that trapped me, I take an aim at Hitachi's chest. 20% one for all full cowling. Straddled, his body moves back, pushing over the desk behind him. Blood soaked on his face. I go up to him, aiming at him face down. Just when I had the upper hand, someone else held me back, tugging on my hair and throwing me to the ground. Just where in hell do you think you're going? You have no idea what we went through trying to track you all down. We are only getting started. Better buckle your seat belts. Commanded the redhead women, with orange-like cat eyes. Posey, Hitachi's assistant, the one who took Uraraka. Her left hand pulled my head back. She pushed my head down. Her red sharp nail against my neck. I don't know what you're talking about, or what you are planning. But you have someone I hold dear and I vow to get her back. No matter what it costs. She cackled, rolling her eyes. Oh my, how heroic. Bite me. We took care of your friend, now it's your turn. Her red sharpened nails were against my skin. Hitachi singled her before she did anything else. Posey. Let him go. Hitachi. Just do it now. I hope you know what you're doing. She slapped my face and got off me. If you want your friend, get her, Posey, if you would. Are you insane? They'll just escape. I am your boss, you obey me. Now do as I say. Posey untied her with a pissed off look. Doing what she's told, I run to Uraraka's side and hold her in my arms, giving her all the strength I had to hug her. She slightly opened her eyes. Her deep brown eyes connect with mine. Posey untied her with a pissed off look. Doing what she's told, I run to Uraraka's side and hold her in my arms, giving her all the strength I had to hug her. She slightly opened her eyes. Her deep brown eyes connect with mine. It wasn't the same. She was terrified and shivering. I hated seeing her like this. It made my heart drop. I need to get her out of here and end this chaos. Deku. No, why you see can't be here. It's too dangerous. Still trembling her in her whole body. She has a fever, she'll make it, she has too. I tightened the grip of my arms around her, holding her into my chest, not letting go of her. Uraraka, hang in there. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. It doesn't matter. You're worth the risk. If anything, you shouldn't be here. This is all my fault. Come on. Let's get out of here. You did nothing wrong. I got into this mess on my own and I dragged you all into it. I'm sorry. Deku. I look out. Uraraka shielded me out of the way. She got electrocuted by Hitachi, who laughed historically again. Stupid girl. Do as I say right now or else she's dead the second I do this again. I do what I'm told to do. My hands are tied, not good. Even then I can't do anything right now or God knows what will happen next. I have no choice. Good. Now take a seat. I sit on the silver chair. I screamed in pain. It tightened the hold on me, squeezing my chest hard up to the point where I couldn't use my quirk. I eventually black out, getting dizzy. And, hey guys, wow, I got done with this chapter faster than I thought. So here you another chapter cause you guys are amazing. Woo. Smiling face with hearts. I wasn't sure if I was going to publish Hitachi's past, since half of this chapter was in the perspective of Izuku. But then I realized Izuku is already asking for the truth now, although he has himself in a sticky situation. I figured why not reveal the truth about Hitachi to you guys first so you can somewhat understand why he's after such a power quirk as one for all, but mainly why Hitachi the way he is. Hopefully this all makes sense. Again, thank you for reading. I really appreciate it. I will continue to update as soon as I can. Know that if we communicate, peace will be ours till the end. Don't fall apart. Stay with your heart and always take it with you from the start. Don't fall